do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stafford going to put it up right away. That's caught. Puka Nacua. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua, 70 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's loose again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's
trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Let's go. Steal. Check steal.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft from 10 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
22.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch out now. 60 Fury.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing is Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nakua.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
That's taken in by Kraft.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Love now. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Love. Buying time to his left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Final play of the half. Love. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble. For a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but they're first trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Play action. Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Back to throw. Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed. And that throw there, just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To throw is Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Again, it's Stafford. The 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 43 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action. Love to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Down. Ready?
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 23-yard run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receiver. Fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming.